Hallelujah.
Trinidad is back.
Hey.
Yay!
Hey, what's up? What's going on, man?
Dede, Kyaya.
JC.
Yay!
What's going on, man? What's going on, people? Ladies and gentlemen.
I hope you guys are tuning in and watching. Hi. Oh my days. So what stories? I got some. Oh, you got weather for us.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
you know I'm your favourite weatherman. According to the weather charts, it says it's 11 degrees and very cloudy. I don't know how anyone sees it because it is nighttime, but there's your weather. Yay! Welcome. Best part.
Okay.
You can't really see it though. You can't really see, like, you know,
You can't see the clouds. Yeah. See?
Do you know what I'm trying to
Wasn't
say?
it cold last week?
It is October. You're not acting like it's July.
Okay, well.
Frostbite soon come on frostbite.
Okay, well, I've got some stories for us. Stanley Johnson, Boris's dad,
Oh yeah.
had an
what was
80's
that?
book called The Virus. And the virus, let's see, well, the virus is about a mysterious virus and one man's fight to stop the deadly pandemic on a race for a vaccine.
Yikes.
And this was released in the 80's.
Like that. How did you make that so loud?
You know, I've got a long throat. Long throat.
And he wants to republish it as well.
You guys, you know what that means, right? You know what that means. Listen, hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your kids, hide your wife. Because they're killing everybody out here.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Are you on late? What,
Yeah,
you're looking at that?
I didn't get it straight away.
Hey, listen, you lot, man.
Well,
You ain't that
anyway,
ancient. You're not that ancient.
well, you're right on that, yeah, definitely. Because they're killing everyone out here.
You know what? All I'm just saying is, listen, God rules everything, innit?
Yeah.
True.
True that.
That's it. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta
Exactly.
say. Yeah.
I don't know about him republishing it because it's a bit like you're drawing more attention to the fact that you knew in the 80's that this was going to happen. But if he wants to do that, then that's cool.
It's on you.
Yeah.
Don't ever release the book. I'm just done with this guy.
Oh, my days.
And his whole family.
And this guy, the dad, didn't wear a face mask, was caught not wearing a face mask.
Yeah.
I know, and now they're trying to ridicule him on the media now because apparently, Boris Johnson, your dad and your mum was part of domestic violence.
Oh yeah, he broke his mum's nose. Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
man. I just want to know, Mr. Boris Johnson, how was it like growing up? Growing up
with
in
those
a domestic
haircuts.
household.
Oh yeah, the domestic part, yeah, that too.
Well, now he's got mistresses.
You know, that probably caused that probably caused these haircuts. Do you know what I'm saying?
Or something.
Yeah.
She couldn't cut it. Why are you making jokes about
I was like, so this ain't. I mean, we're not trying to make no like jokes about domestic violence and stuff. You know, it's just them haircuts.
Those
are just
haircuts
mad.
are lethal.
The haircuts are actually crazy.
Him and Trump have been like in cahoots with these hairstyles.
There you get it.
Definitely.
Winspect.
This is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. You should raise your kids better. Like, you know what I mean. You should raise up in a good household, so that next time in future you don't actually grow up to have those ridiculous haircuts.
Facts.
Yeah.
Stay with
Have you
them
seen
for
that
life.
video, the little video clip of Boris just talking some ancient, like I don't know what he was saying, like some
No one
next
does.
language.
No one does. Like,
I'm like, what the heck?
I don't understand. He's like, he told you to sit up, then sit down, sit up, sit down one time. Is that what's going
go
on here?
outside, go inside. I can't be bothered with this guy anymore. The last
really
good
mad.
thing he
It's really
did
mad
was
still.
give us Boris bikes. After that, he just
Boris bikes?
Yeah, the Boris bikes, those London
You
bikes.
know them Santander bikes? You know them Santander
Oh, bikes? I thought you meant bikes, like
those.
insects, like he released insects on
Oh, no.
everyone. Sorry, his dad's talking about a virus, yeah.
I think that would have made the news.
Boris bikes. Oh,
Right.
yeah, So you didn't mean that, you meant the bikes, but yeah.
Mad.
At least he did something, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that-
And his dad kind of knew that the virus was going to happen, so I guess. Yeah.
It's just very funny that it all came into place whilst his son was in
Power,
Yeah, it's weird.
And it's kind of weird that he fell into power because of all the runner-ups like Theresa May and all this drama, David Cameron. like just deciding to quit. I bet that's in his book.
I just can't go over how Theresa May looks. Anyways, she looks like she pinches kids for fun.
I wouldn't be surprised. Do you know what? You know what? Funny enough, I see some picture of Boris Johnson, David Cameron, and all of the politicians all in some next high school together. Like, check this out.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Eton. All of most of our prime ministers have gone to Eton, like really posh private schools. So it's kind of like
they
we
all
have
in
to go. Yeah.
Where is that? What, in Croydon? I mean, you know what I mean? Cool's then, isn't it? I don't know that. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I've never heard of it in East London. That's what I'm saying. Like, I've never heard of it in East London. Right, okay.
It's just very strange because the whole point of like Parliament is they're supposed to voice how we're feeling, what we're saying.
Okay.
How are you supposed to voice and say what we're feeling if you've never had to experience anything we've gone through?
Did you just fall?
I don't know, that was the speaker was the mic.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kiara just farted.
No, I didn't. That was the mic.
Don't worry, it's alright. I heard you. Listen, it don't stink. It don't stink, that's for sure.
That's how you break wind.
It's not like that. I don't break wind.
What did you eat today?
Yeah, JC's here, guys.
Listen, I'm here. What's up?
Oh my days. Okay, so next story, on that note, Kiara just breaks wind for the next
What?
story.
It was your mic.
Don't get too excited.
Next story, guys.
What's the next story? Yes, next story. Flip the next one.
Okay, Johnson&Johnson.
What's that again?
No, it wasn't.
So I'm doing this. I'm knocking my head with that. Alright, oh look, see look. Oh my god.
Johnson&Johnson causes COVID vaccine trial over participants' unexplained illnesses.
So we've got a catch up, a rewind from what happened last week. We've got
Wait. Company is unclear about whether patient was receiving vaccine or placebo in 60,000 patient studies. So like someone got an unexplained illness with their Johnson&Johnson.
Remember the talcum powder people from last week that we were talking about? Yeah.
Putting the powders and stuff. Do you hear that stuff? Are you hearing this shit?
Well,
you heard me last week. Yeah, you hearing this shit. Yeah, they're putting they're putting some.
We're not off that story.
Okay, well, we're off it, but what they're doing it again.
No, then last week we found out that they're the ones that are working on the COVID vaccines. So this week, what's in the news?
Participants had unexplained illnesses,
so they've had to stop the vaccine experiments right now. But surprise, surprise, who would have thunk that the people giving us cancer?
Do you know what my thing? Do you know what my thoughts is?
What?
They're trying to stop this right now, so they can make a harder one for us to just populate us and just destroy us. So it's just one of them timeout things. That's what I think. I think it's a quick timeout thing. There's a error.
People too onto them.
Yeah, because everybody's all starting to realize that. Look, I don't feel like I should take this vaccine or whatever it is called. So now they're trying to. I feel like, in my opinion, they're trying to find another thing now. So they've kind of substituted everything. They've kind of disabled everything. Don't kill me. I'm just like, just like, I just feel like that's what's going on.
Some politician watching that.
Listen, brother, excellent. You know what I mean?
He's next.
So Mr. Burns shit, excellent. I'm watching you. True.
But I don't even trust these vaccine trial things anyway, because it's like, you're going to inject people with vaccine, so that's going to have the COVID-19 in it. And then you're going to like quarantine them for a bit and then release them in the public?
No,
so you're giving more people the illness?
No, because what normally happens is they only give you a small dose. It's not the actual thing.
It doesn't matter, you're injecting people with COVID.
It'll make you ill, but you won't be able to pass it on if you understand. Like it's only a small part. It's like when they give you polio shots and tetanus shots, they don't inject you the whole thing, do they?
Okay, even though they're not injecting you, they're injecting people with COVID-19 and then they're going to eventually release them into the public.
Yeah.
And then someone got an unexplained illness that they're going to eventually release into the public.
Yeah. Did no one ever watch I'm Legend? Right, that's all Every time I just think about
what's that? No, I don't want
Even
that.
the white, those things are really fast and strong. They break through brick houses. I'm done.
So I don't know what do you do. Like, what is this?
So what they're going to do is they're going to put us in quarantine, right? We're all going to be in our houses And
it's in the
what
house.
happens is we're going to be sleeping, it's going to be at a certain type of time. It'll probably be at 2 a.m. or something, while we're all fast asleep. And then all of a sudden, boom, kicking the door, waving the 4-4, got the needles ready, that's it. All you're all getting injected. You're all getting ejected.
Nah.
Something to
Kids,
look forward to,
your
2021.
family,
They don't have
everyone.
enough officers to do that to
They can't do
everybody.
that.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, there's a lot of us in this country. Hello.
Yeah, true.
He told you that Will Smith's Independence Day.
Maybe.
I haven't watched that one.
That is
I
about
can't remember what
America.
happened in that.
You know what? I want to ask.
Aliens.
Listen, I want a question. I actually want a question.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got a question. How comes, yeah, Mr. Will Smith, yeah, is always playing parts in all of these sort of, you know, I Am Robot, I Am a Legend.
Oh, we're gonna get to them later.
He
I've got a story
says,
on that.
I watched
I
this
am
documentary.
100% good and fantastic. All of these type of Independence Day type of. Do you think he is the first black actor, yeah, to know about all of this conspiracy theories?
Yes,
and all
have
of
you
this
watched Men in
stuff?
Black? Watch it again
Yeah,
recently.
even that. See,
They
what I'm saying?
hinted a lot of
Aliens as
things.
well,
But the thing
innit?
is, you get typecast a lot as well. If you're known for being
No,
so
they
and
hinted
so.
stuff
Yeah.
in the films, like they know
I
things
think-
that we don't.
But he is like the main black actor, is he not?
He's the main
Like,
black. That's not the
before.
point, though. In the movie, they were saying that they know things that we don't. Like they were saying stuff like.
But they say that in everything. That's the point. Is that when do you think that we should stop paying attention? When should we pay attention? Everything's just so thrown at you. Like you were saying with television the other week.
Yeah.
You're programmed to think a certain way. So how do we know that we're not being programmed to think this way?
Because it's
there's
subliminal.
something-
It's not like really in your face.
But
It's
why
like
would they
little
do
subtle
subliminal?
comments they say. If you watch
Yeah.
it again now,
Yeah.
when you're a bit more awake, you'll be like, 1 minute, what? Like, did you just say that? Like, it's really weird.
I don't know. That's all I can say. So you can't. You don't know what to believe.
Interesting.
Well, you don't, but I do.
We all believe in the same thing, trust me.
Yeah, God, yeah.
I hope we do. Are you not part of the Illuminati or like
Why are you not pointing at me? Don't point at me for Illuminati.
you're wearing pink?
They don't wear pink. They wear black clothes.
And lipstick.
This is pink. Colorblind. Sorry.
They're trying to advertise that.
What, pink?
Yeah.
Did anyone see the picture in the magazine of Skepta and his family? You know how they had the you saw it this week?
What is it? The fashion show thing?
I don't know. There was a magazine and in the print they've got him, they've got Skepta, Jamie, they've got
Yeah.
their little brother, their sister, and then their parents, and they're sitting there and they're talking about their creative like jobs and stuff like that. But in the picture you see like Skepta on the side, you know, this family portrait doing the Illuminati side.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So I was like, it's like, why? Everyone's standing there like they just got him in the side to the Illuminati side.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's that
Yikes.
deep. I don't think
I
it's
don't
that
know.
deep.
It's just strange. Especially after you know how he made that song, That's Not Me, and then he started wearing everything that he said he wouldn't
All the
wear.
Gucci and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
But he's not blonde, so maybe.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Maybe so. I feel like I don't know. Some people may think that Skepta's going through an identity crisis. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what all the
Some
celebs seem
people
to be
may
going
think-
through, though.
I guess it's one of them phases, isn't it? I guess you go through a phase.
They all go
like that.
through a phrase, I
Yeah.
guess. Like Britney Spears and all that.
Has she shaved her head for the
Funny.
third time?
No.
She did it twice.
But her
Yeah,
parents take her
yeah.
money.
Yeah.
Oh, her dad owns all her money. Her dad and her manager own her
Haven't
money.
seen the Free Britney protests. Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's a suspect.
It's actually quite crazy. She's been in the game for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So how?
so young.
Yeah. So how you like?
Taking her money.
Yeah,
Because of all
exactly,
these
not
public
getting all them notice.
meltdowns, they said that she's not safe to control her money anymore and to
Mm.
protect her. But now she is safe and happy, and now she's doing a lot better. But they won't give her back her rights. She has to work when
So
they tell
she
her to work.
works-
She's only given like 15,000 a month, something like that,
Yeah.
or a week. I can't remember which one it is.
Right.
But she's only given an allowance from her money, whereas they are sitting on about 200 million. Like it's
So
ridiculous.
she works and doesn't get paid.
Yeah, well, she gets
That's
paid
mad.
but an allowance, but she has to work as well. All the shows she was doing in Las Vegas, like that's all.
And she's
she didn't
supposed to be
really get
mentally not
budget.
right, and she
Yeah,
does shows
she
in
doesn't
Las
have
Vegas.
custody of her kids either. The Kevin Federline has it.
Wow.
What to this day?
Yeah, to this
Seriously?
day. Yeah.
Mad.
Okay, I've got another story
Mm.
for you guys. Yeah. Queen Elizabeth told to use royal family's money to pay for Prince Philip's funeral. So she wants to use
everyone else in this country has to
funeral.
use their own monies to pay for their own family members' funerals. I don't understand why we're paying on top of everything else we pay them. Why we're paying for his funeral? He's not even dead yet.
So what? All of us got to pay for all of our taxes go towards.
Yeah, we pay them in effect. Our money goes to their tax, so they're paid.
What has Mr. Prince Philip ever done for me? Is it Prince Philip that you say?
Yeah.
What's he ever done for me?
Holds the Queen's handbag. I don't know. None they go.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, people want an end of the monarch anyway because they don't want to be paying for this as well. So they're saying that we can't use taxpayers' money for this funeral.
But you've got a lot of money though. Why do you need our money to?
I don't know.
I mean, listen. I mean, this is with all due respect. He's the ruler of this country, innit? That's number one. But yeah, man. Why do we have to give you our money, man? We ain't really we're not rich out here like that. You know what I'm trying to say? I'm not being funny. Come on, man. I don't. What?
Why we're always forking out for these people, man? I'm so fed up with forking out for rich people that have 7 houses, whereas my neighbour can't afford to eat their food. They can't afford dinners. It's upsetting.
Yeah, and with everything going on, I don't see why we'd be paying for a funeral on top, when they're giving out freebies and this lockdown thing. It's a bit mad to be asking for that.
I actually cannot believe this. I can't believe this is a situation that's actually happening right now. I mean, if
right timing to ask.
I mean, if one of my family members pass away, or do you know what I mean, touch wood, are you gonna fund that for all those years that they put in so much work?
Besides when they get their pension,
and stuff like that. Yeah, are you gonna compensate for that as well? Do you understand what I'm trying to say to you?
It's a bit mad.
The average funeral costs you £5,000, and that's for a basic average funeral.
Alone.
5,000 for one person.
Alone.
So.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
To bury someone you love with decency, and that's a lot of money to pay.
And
we're here trying to pay, and she's gonna have the whole shebang, isn't he? They're gonna turn around and say, "Oh, it cost them $1 million." Blah blah blah.
And taxpayers.
Use your own money. Use your pension. Use something.
Taxpayers, it's what is it? It's mandatory as well. So that's a bit you don't even get a choice.
I just can't understand this society. But you know what? At the same time, I know that there's other countries that do this. I know there's other countries that fund that give back to their people.
Like Sweden or Switzerland. Those countries are always doing well.
All those places like that.
They don't start school till they're 7, which I think is bloody brilliant. Kids shouldn't be in schools at such a young age.
No, they're trying to teach 5-year-olds. I don't trust them being at school.
Precisely.
It's scary having a kid. We all want to have another kid. Do you know what I mean? I mean, I ain't got a kid. Sorry, listen, I'm dating the fact that I've got 7 kids all over the world, and I'm trying to say plus 3 more. I'm joking, but anyway, I mean, we all want kids nowadays, Eventually, we all want to have a kid, but we can't even afford them. I'm even scared to bring up a child in this society.
What they're trying to do is crazy.
What they're trying to push. Everything right now, the way they're just normalizing a lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying? They're really normalizing it now.
Yeah, trying to push a lot of things that you don't want on your child.
To the point they're teaching it in public schools and stuff like that. I think that's just a bit
messed up.
It's a bit crazy.
Yeah.
That's why that French teacher was beheaded as well. Was it a few days ago? Because he kept showing caricatures of a false prophet Muhammad, and he was told before, "Can you stop doing this?" So. Even though I don't agree with being murdered, I think that's very, very extreme. But at the same time, some people take religion's their life. So what do you expect is going to really happen if you keep trying to push on your children as well? It's not even, they were pushing it on children, on their children. Of course they're going to show up at the school. If you're trying to tell them your God is fake, Muhammad's fake to them, that's their religion. You have to respect that. And that's a real big problem right now. Is that people, they say, freedom of speech. But as soon as you start using your mouth, they want to hinder you.
Yeah, they say freedom of speech, but it's one-sided because
it is one-sided.
Religion, and it is, especially Christianity. They get it a lot, and Muslims do as well. With the terrorism thing, what do you call it? stereotype and all that, like, and all the way they're cussing out Jesus.
Look at Wiley. Look what they done to Wiley. What did he say? It wasn't as bad as what Katie Hopkins has said about the Muslims, but.
Man, it's definitely
it's a cold world.
Yeah.
Do you know what? This is just so random here, but I remember watching this back in the day on the TV, and there was this teacher, right? And this is so crazy, yeah. But this teacher had a teddy, like 4 or 5 year old. You know when you got a teddy and all the 5-year-olds named this teddy in it, like, you know, they decided to name a teddy, and it's just that 5-year-olds. It's the class's teddy in it.
Yeah.
So the teddy, like the class and the teacher decided to name the teddy Muhammad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess what happened the next day? One of the peoples went ahead and told their mum and dad that we got a teddy. The teddy's called Muhammad. Guess what happened to that teacher the next day?
Suspended.
Nah, not it was suspended. Kidnapped. Kidnapped.
What?
This is put to another. She got taken to, I think, Iraq. Go and search this up.
Why?
Oh my gosh.
What? Why? Why would you? Why? What are they gonna do to her there? Like, why?
Because she named the teddy Muhammad.
What happened?
So what is that, like disrespect to them? Or
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
isn't that more like cute? Like, they named their teddy.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
You get a teddy bear and you name
cultural
it something.
appropriation, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say? It's
the most. Like, it's one of the biggest names in the world. It's like one of the most picked names.
Exactly.
How can you turn around and say, these people taking invading?
No word of a lie. Search this up.
I think you can take it a bit too far sometimes. Like, that is a bit much.
And they kidnapped her and everything.
Mate,
it's so bad. It's that bad that there's a video of, like, you know how it goes, like, when you see these videos and stuff, yeah? I'm trying to not to laugh. But, like, you know how it goes, yeah, where, you know, when the person gets kidnapped...
What, did you see a video of it?
Yeah, there's a video.
Oh, there's a video of it.
There's a video of
God.
the lady, yeah?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's unbelievable. It's like, you know how it goes when someone, terrorists and shit like that, they're all covered up.
Their clothes.
They're wearing their clothes.
They make you wear the clothes.
Two of them are in the back. The teacher's just there in the middle. Bro, she's just some small white
lady.
White lady.
Oh my days.
Small white lady. The guys are all gunned up. Strapped up.
What did she do?
She named the Teddy Muhammad.
I don't see it. That is ridiculous.
So it's like, there's too much. There's a difference. There's an extreme. There's
sensitivity.
Just extreme.
Because it's
just
like
taking things to extreme.
Even with that Netflix show that released, like Jesus being a gay person, like there was petitions done and stuff, but no one went and kidnapped no one.
Yeah, forget.
Like you have to put up with people's difference of opinion.
Religions as well. You have to remember that too. Like you got some people that is their life. They're willing to kill and die for it.
But I'm saying there's difference of opinion. You can't make everyone think the same or kill them if they don't.
Yeah,
like that's one thing. It's people's choice. I think that's just crazy over a teddy.
Yeah.
Like I'm really just like shocked about that one.
It is crazy.
Bloody hell.
You gotta really be careful out here.
Bloody hell.
Even naming your kids, like even naming your dog.
Mohammed.
No. We wouldn't do that anyway, I don't think. That's a bit really.
It's mad.
Yeah. Anyway, Kyaya, what stories you got?
Alright, back to this stuff, right.
Yeah.
Downing Street has been slammed after snubbing Britain's first black Archbishop of York, John Sentiment, when he wasn't awarded an automatic life peerage. So number 10 broke precedent, claiming it was because the House of Lords is too large, but it made room for Ian Botham, I don't know who that is, Claire Fox, and Theresa May's husband. Like this is all during Black History Month as well. So all the past few archbishops, they've been given this an award, but now they've broken this precedent because they're saying, oh well, there's too many people in the House of Commons. The first black archbishop, and that's when you decide, let's not do it this year.
Oh my days.
Like what is this? What kind of Black History Month is this?
So following the other story with Queen Elizabeth saying she wants money paid for Prince Philip's funeral, I'm just starting to think like, why do you have a monarchy?
Why?
Like if you can't respect black people, why do we have a monarchy? I don't know.
Simples, and this is just not us crying for help. It's just
It's just like we're paying taxes for you. Like black people do too. You can't respect Meghan. You can't respect the black archbishop.
That we do.
Like It's
Can't expect no one.
We're a minority, yeah. Okay, so if we're
But don't take our money then.
Don't just take up there.
This is what they're talking about with the Commonwealth, and when to accept like MBEs and these honours. It's like, what are we doing for our ancestors, because it was built on their blood. But all right, more on the news.
That's a different topic for another day.
It's about to get worse. Listen here.
Deeper.
So Dominic Cummings, he's the chief advisor to the Prime Minister, Boris, has been handed a 30,000 cancel break. So Mr. Cummings and his family are liable to pay council tax on 2 properties they built without planning permission. Potentially between 30,000 and 50,000 will be written off on 2 homes built in breach of planning laws.
Yeah, that's just
people were quick to draw a comparison with the case of Melanie Walcock, a single mother from Wales who was given an 81-day jail sentence back in 2016 for failing to pay her council tax debt of £4,742. She was reportedly unable to work due to bad health and receiving benefits. So she was unable to pay her debt. So you're telling me a rich guy who's got 2 houses, you don't even need one to live in, alright? Is given a huge tax break, and a woman who's too sick to work is given jail sentence. That's what I mean by how the gap is getting huger. I don't understand it. I don't understand how these people are in charge of everything, how they allowed to... I can't deal. What do you think? So I bummed everyone else.
That is a bit ridiculous.
It is. 81 days in prison. You're too ill to work.
Yeah.
Yet some advisor, here we go, has 2 houses, can feed himself, he can pick which room he wants to live in, and you're paying it off for him. We're paying it off for him really and truly because it comes out of our taxes.
Well, didn't you say like all the MPs are getting like 3,000 each?
Oh yeah, this is what, when they stood up and said in the House of Commons, you know, when they were talking about how we shouldn't give a rise to all the health workers, all the doctors and nurses that are risking their lives for corona, we're going to give them a clap. But they decided to give the MPs an extra 3,000 bonus, all the MPs. For what reason? What are they doing to save our lives? But we can't give the NHS workers who are on the front lines risking their lives, we can't give them extra bonus. We can give the people that are not wearing face masks talking and hanging out.
Well, even as you said that, like, you're saying this woman's sick, she couldn't pay her council tax, so they're going to try and make NHS private.
They are, that's the way it's heading. They want to privatise it.
So they're going to privatise it, and then the poor people can't afford it because they can't even afford their council tax, and then they got 2 houses and can afford their own healthcare. That's 2021 people. It sounds like a plan.
Yeah. We need to get together. Do you not think? We need to
us
befriend
three,
it.
like
us 3 together. Like.
Boris, get out.
No, MPs get out. We need people that actually live. People that have lived on the streets. People that have worked. People that have experienced life.
You know who'd be good? Who? You know that guy that used to dance around Croydon?
Oh my gosh, not the Rasta man. Are you serious? The Rasta guy. He used to sell, what shop was it? That trainer shop. Oh, there's a Rasta guy. He's a model now. He's an actual model.
See, he's on his way, mate. He's on his way.
He used to dance all the time.
Croydon, he's known for it around Croydon. Like, he just dances with this boombox. Rasta guy. And now he's a model.
Yeah, he's a model. He works at I think it's the Ugly agency. You heard about them?
No. An ugly agency.
But they just work with alternative people. I'm pretty sure that's the name of it.
I don't think that's the name of it, mate. I don't think that's the name. I don't think that's the name.
Me on that guy.
I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, I don't think that's the name at all.
But you know what? No, but all jokes aside, we got to do something about this one though.
Exactly, definitely.
I mean, this is where it starts from here.
Yeah. It's going to explode. People watching, you need to start thinking, like, do you want this for your future?
Can you stand to see a woman not be able to feed her kids, but we've got another man who has 7 yachts? He doesn't need 7 yachts. I just want to bring this up again.
Can't afford to feed their kids and soon won't be able to afford healthcare.
They can't afford to send them to school because they're getting rid of children's bus passes. So kids that are in disadvantaged areas and can't afford to get to school, they'll try to take away their free lunch dinners, and they're also trying to take away their travel. How are they supposed to get to school if they physically can't afford it?
I think shut down school.
This is how
You're not
they
gonna
stay.
make it
This
free.
is mad. And
This-
this,
yeah.
no, go on.
No, it's a systematic racism in a sense because you know which areas are going to be hit, and you know certain kids can't even get into some of these schools because they're deemed not good enough to get into these schools. So now they're traveling from far. I knew people that used to travel from North London just to come caused in.
That'd be a good thing though, because the education system's not the best.
Because it's not the
You don't
best for
learn
these
the best,
people.
like,
Yeah, but we
skills.
still need it. You still need education. Like, there's no point saying it's not the best and turning your nose up to it, but we
Well,
still
if you
need
go-
it.
if
We
you
need
ask
it
your
to
grandparents-
get a job in this country
Yeah.
to
If
make
you ask-
yourself better.
If you ask your grandparents about the education system, it was so much different. Like you learned more.
They had
skills,
rulers. They used to get beats back
useful
then. That's
skills.
why.
Yeah, but you get more useful skills, like how to make your own clothes.
You do
other
that.
stuff.
You do textiles and stuff in school.
And that's what I was gonna get into that as well. And this goes out to the men as well, to the men and the youth and the young boys and that. Do you wanna carry on like going at all of these years still struggling? Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Still struggling on, you know, that last bit of, I don't know, benefits money, like, or like, you know, like just work. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because even when you work, it's even a killer as well. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? All that money is going towards everything, and you're just left with what, £200 and stuff like that. You get a good what, £1,000, £1,003 if you're lucky. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
For extra £3.
It makes a difference to loads of people. That's
It
what's
does.
sad.
It
Yeah.
does. It does if you're very good at
Yeah.
basically managing that money and just being smart at you know, saving it or
Yeah.
just, you know, doubling it up. But see, this is the thing. Like, it's just a cycle, innit? Do you know what I mean? A man struggles, so he goes out and he resorts to violent crimes. And,
Yeah, it's true.
do you know what I'm trying to say?
That's what's encouraged in the media. So
You get me? Like, and you wonder why people are homeless. People are really, really homeless. People really need a place to stay, and people need affordable housing.
So what they're gonna do, like at this point of year now as well, because it's cold outside and a lot of these places can't open because of Corona. So no one's even thinking about what's actually happening on the streets right now.
yeah,
People are so focused on stay indoors, stay indoors. What about outdoors? What's happening
It's
outdoors?
crazy. And even speaking back on the benefits part as well, like they're even cutting all the benefits out as well. So imagine if you're not even fit or suitable to work as well. Like you're messed up, and because they just cutting all the benefits because they trying to cut whatever they trying to cut.
So they
give
can have that
money
money
to
to
the
give
Give money to
bonuses,
whatever they're gonna put their money towards. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, cool. I can't work a 9 to 5 because all my rent, because all of my money is gonna go towards my rent, and it's all gonna go towards everything else.
That's
what I'm
true.
saying.
So if you earn over,
and now I can't even get benefits. Like,
wow.
So if you're trying to work and
crazy,
better
it's
yourself,
mad.
they take away your benefits as well. It's even if you show them evidence that you can't pay your bills and you can't pay your food and you can't pay your water bill and you can't pay your heating bill, it doesn't matter. You have to find something to. And that's what's so sad is that you can see the evidence. Why would you stop the bills? Why would you stop someone that's actually working, trying to better themselves? You can see that they're trying, but you take away that. Oh, find more hours. How is that a response? How are people supposed to have children in this? Like, especially if you need a kid, what people don't realise is that growing up, you always had one parent at home. No parent can really stay at home in this day and age unless the one parent's really super successful.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
Well,
Nah,
at least
for real.
they're making sure that the MPs and the monarchies getting paid. Yeah.
We make this country, this people, the British citizens make this country, you understand? So you should always utilise the peoples, because we're the reasons why this England, United Kingdom goes round. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? Without like the NHS working so hard to try and cut down this whole COVID thing and treat people as much as possible, you're out here just cutting people. They're trying to cut their jobs and they're trying to cut their wages and stuff. And not only that, they're putting themselves in danger.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm trying to say to you? So it's like, where do we win? You know?
I don't know. It seems like it's going down a downward spiral.
We need to start protesting. I don't know what we need to do, but we need
Protesting
to have a
is not
change in
enough.
this whole thing.
Protesting.
Like, minimum wage needs to go up if everything else keeps going up. You can't keep leaving the minimum wage at where it is. Like,
Protesting
Yeah.
is a start, but is it enough?
It's only
that's
so
all we
much.
can start from. That's all we can start from, and even then we can get arrested for that. But I've got some happy news here. I don't know if this is happy for you, but
Go on.
men,
What's happy for me?
you.
I would like to hear some happy news. Yeah, why not? Yeah.
Men,
So does it seem like the time, Kiara? We're sad.
Yeah. Yeah, I want some happy news.
No, I don't.
Men who send unsolicited penis pics in Finland may serve jail time.
What? Wait.
Unsolicited dick pics. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So if you send a dick pic to a girl that's not wanted in Finland, you could potentially be arrested now.
What about boobs? If someone sends out boobs,
They've only got dick pics.
You don't want it.
So what, is it just applicable to men?
Yeah, from now, unless
It's a bit unfair.
Man, don't send dick pics, bruv. Just don't send dick pics.
Go jail now.
Without permission. Do you know what? To be honest
In
with you,
Finland.
I wouldn't even advise it, to be honest with you, because you might just send a dick pic, yeah, and it might be solicited. She might have been like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, babes, yeah.
But
you know
on
what I
a
mean?
group chat now.
Boom, either that, or you lot end up getting into some beef now, and then she's like, you know what, boom, I'm snitching. This was unsolicited. You understand what I'm saying? So, man, don't be careful, and just don't be a creep as well. Don't be creepy and be sending. I don't know why people do that. Like, I think that's
send dick pics or send unsolicited.
Well, you know what you could do.
Pics. I mean, you got to do. You know what I mean? Like, if you were, you know what I mean?
You know what
you're gonna do something, like.
You know what you could do.
Quarantine
So you don't
freak.
go to
Get it.
Yeah.
Of course, he had to. No, so you know what you could do so you don't get arrested.
What's that? What's that?
You could like get your dream picture of Google or whatever, and then put that. So it's not you. It's not you. But at least the person you send it to thinks it's you.
Some guy, remember in the club? We must have been in the club in Brixton once. We must have been in the club in Brixton once, and we were standing outside in the smoking area trying to, cool down from the dancing and stuff.
Yeah.
And some guy comes over to me and he goes, "Oh, man, look at this video," and he shows me like a video of some guy with a pizza box, and he lifts it up, and there's a hole in the pizza box with his willy hanging out. And the guy turned around to me and said, "Oh, you see how big his dick is? That's about the same size as mine." That was his chow move.
Wow.
See, some people do it like
That was it.
It's like, at least he
I
didn't
think
send
I
his
still
own.
got the video somewhere on my phone.
Wow. Boy. Good.
I recorded that.
What happened after that? Like, what happened after that?
I laughed and went inside. What do I look like?
You never saw that guy again?
No.
Yeah, okay. Wow.
Is that a good move? I don't think so.
What?
Yeah, that's weird, yeah.
That's mad weird.
Can't believe you don't remember this.
Was I there?
Yeah.
You was there?
Brixton, White Horse.
What? You was there?
No, what? Wait, I thought you meant someone sent a video.
No. He came up and showed it to me, and then he was trying to tell
I
me
was
that's what
not
his dick
there.
was.
They're
I
not
swear
lying.
to you. I swear to you. I don't
I did not see them because I would have remembered that for sure. That is disturbing.
Very.
Disturbing material.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I've got one more story as well. Yeah. So Disney updates content warning of racism. So some Disney
With the cats is really bad.
Right.
some Disney movies have racist stereotypes in it, so they're gonna start putting like a warning thing at the beginning of it, so everyone knows.
Yeah,
and
they
like
take stereotypes and stuff like that. Like Jungle Book, they've got the crows and the.
No, that's not Jungle Book. That's Dumbo.
Wow.
Oh, the Dumbo
Yeah,
that
that's
is
Dumbo. I know my Disney.
Wow.
I love Dumbo. When I was
Wow.
Aristocats. Do you remember Aristocats?
Aristocats.
Yeah, I remember that.
Do you remember Lady and the Tramp?
Yes, I do.
So there was these
Lady and
Siamese
the
cats.
Tramp.
Siamese cats. Do you remember the Siamese
Oh yeah.
cats?
Oh.
That were Chinese and
The
Japanese.
ones in Lady and the Tramp were really obvious because they were like really Siamese.
Yeah,
But you know what it is? But you know what it is? We were young, didn't it? So I never really clocked them things.
I watched it when as an adult, like just to listen to the songs of the Aristocats,
Yeah.
and then you just see this Chinese one with chopsticks going, "We chopstick chop," and I was like, "Whoa!" As an adult, I was like, "One minute, how did I not notice that this whole time? Like all my life, I've never noticed like."
No, but you know what? There was one thing I did notice though, yeah.
What, the Lady and the Tramp?
No, not even Lady and the Tramp. I think it was either Beauty and the Beast and Tom and Jerry.
Oh yeah.
So I noticed
Tom
that
and
one,
Jerry
Tom and Jerry. I noticed a lot with Tom and Jerry.
The fat black woman.
The
is
fat
like,
black woman
yeah.
that's always angry and that always beating up Tom.
Tom.
Yeah, that.
Is that racist though?
Nah, that's funny. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the reason because as I get older, I realise, oh my days, yeah.
Like black women, like Jamaican women, they don't really pet cats.
They don't like cats,
Yeah, because in Jamaica they're wild, so they leave them to be wild, so they don't jump on the counter and stuff.
They don't beat them or nothing like that, you know what I'm trying to say to you?
They don't slap them hard, but they'll be like, get out of here.
Just get out and that. Like, so, you know, all the time when, like, you know, that black lady, the big, and you never saw a face as well. You never saw a face.
Yeah, I guess it was a bit racist.
Yeah, it was just mad. Yeah, nah, when you clocked that was racist.
It was.
I was racist.
But it was kind of, it was funny.
No, but it was funny though. Yeah, like, you know, when you think about it, yeah, it's funny, man.
But it's like, who drew this then? Someone, a bunch of white guys like,
no, Walt Disney,
this is what they're like.
Walt Disney knew, it's like
when you think about it.
What, like, why did they like that? Like, why did they like that? What's so funny about that?
I don't know. The Tom and Jerry one I find more funnier than the Lady in the Tramp thing. And yeah, like that was really bad. Like really.
So what happened?
The Aristocats, they were like with the chopsticks.
Oh, okay,
they even had the tambourine thing as a hat, like an Asian hat. Like it was really rude.
Wow.
But I'm surprised they're clocking it now. I'm like, what is it? Just the times that we're in. They're just trying to be like progressive.
It's 2020, innit? So you know, because everyone's all sensitive now.
Yeah.
You notice everybody's all just pulling out receipts.
It's not just that. It's not just that. It's the Disney, you know, the new Disney app that's just come out this year as well. So I think everyone they've been at home during lockdown, rewatching all this stuff, and they're like, hey,
as an adult,
yeah.
Because it is pretty bad. Like I'm like, how did you get away with the crow one in Dumbo? I didn't even get that much.
Because they say something about crows. I don't know. I'll
I
come
don't
back
get
to
it.
That one. There's something about crows that's supposed to be racist.
Yeah, something. I know it's supposed to be racist, but I don't get it.
Well, black people look like crows or something.
I don't know. But the way the crows are acting is mad.
Yeah, they were bad. They had
picking on him.
They had rhythm. They were. I'm sorry, they made Dumbo what it was. I'm sorry, when I see an elephant, I'm sorry, mate. It wouldn't be nothing without them crows. But anyway, yeah. we're going to go to the break and then we'll come back with some Wiley updates.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about Wiley. We got Mark Zuckerberg we're going to talk about. And Breonna Taylor.
OnlyFans?
We've
got OnlyFans to talk about too.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm opening up an OnlyFans soon. Check that out.
Yay. I just said yeah, but I'm like...
You were talking about how much?
Right, okay. Well, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. We're going to cut to a break and then see you soon.
Take it easy.
Bye.